it's Carol Studies here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm filming the second episode of the Chill Talk series I'm trying to create, which is going to be about self-confidence, self-love, and self-esteem. The first episode was about mental health and most specifically anxiety, so go watch it if you haven't yet. And yeah, before we start our video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, click on the bell to turn on post notifications, like the video if you like the video, and comment whatever you want down there in the comment section down below. You can give me some more ideas for my next chill talk videos because I don't have any, I think. And also don't forget to follow me on my Studygram, Carol Studies. It's all over my YouTube channel. I made sure of that. And yeah, let's start our video. So I started having self-confidence this summer, and it all happened really quickly. But since I was like 13 years old, that I really tried to have self-confidence, but I just couldn't like be self-confident, and I didn't really know why. But I don't know, I just couldn't. I didn't know how I could be self-confident, and I feel like a lot of people struggle with that as well. But then this summer I don't know if you know, but this summer I really got into spirituality and tarot and crystals and gemstones and chakras and all of that spiritual stuff. And if you want to actually be more spiritual, you really do have to be more positive, and you have to attract those positive energies. Which includes, not having anxiety or any mental health problem and being self-confident. So when I got into spiritual stuff and I wanted to be more spiritual, I was like, so Carol, you have to be more self-confident. You know that, right? And I was like, no. But that really excited me because if I could be more self-confident and start getting into spirituality more, that was the best thing ever. And that is the phase that I am right now, so it's the best thing ever. So yeah, some of my friends have actually asked me, how can I be so much self-confident and how it happened, and that is actually a weird thing, because although this was a work that took me years, since at least since 13 years old, that I had been trying to have self-confidence, but that led me to nowhere. I just didn't ended up with self-confidence. What really made me have self-confidence and turn into a self-confident person, I don't know what it was, but I just had this click on my head, on my brain, on my mind, whatever you want to call it, because I just don't know. I just started really thinking about, why am I not that self-confident? And I think my self-confidence issues were because I felt kind of inferior to other people. I was always this shy. I'm still super shy. Sorry, I don't really like not that I don't like socializing, but I'm really picky about socialization. So I'm still super shy, and I felt kind of inferior to people, especially by how I look. I was always, especially when I was a child, I remember started worrying with my image and with how I looked when I was maybe 8 years old, because I wrote in my diary that I was worried about what others thought of me and how I looked and what was my image like. And I just had this thought that was like, why do I think that I am inferior to others? We are all human beings. We are equal. We are all human beings. We are all human. They don't have superpowers. They are not like goddesses or gods or any powerful creature. They are just human beings, just as me, just as I am. So that was how it all happened. So yeah, some tips that I'm going to say to you are actually from my personal experience. Some of them I did some research on the internet and watched some videos. So I think the most important tip that I can give you, and that like has to deal with all of those that I'm going to say next, is change your beliefs. Like sometimes society puts this ideal things in our heads and in our minds, and we think of that way because we are supposed to think that way, and we are supposed to believe in those beliefs that society kind of like pressure us to like have. And so you really have to change your beliefs. If you are not a self-confident person, probably most of your beliefs are wrong. Sometimes we think that I'm going to give you an example. I used to think that I was inferior to others because I didn't have that high grades as like my friends, for example. And that is completely wrong. That is a belief that like society makes you think. Society makes you think that if you have higher grades, you are superior to the other ones. And so I thought that way. And yeah, you really have to change your beliefs, because the process of being self-confidence is like currently battling with your brain and with your mind about your beliefs. And whenever your brain says, oh, you are not good enough, you have to correct it and say, no, I am good enough. It's like battling with your brain and with your mind and with your beliefs. So you really have to change your beliefs for you to be like successful in this thing of self-confidence, and to be more self-confident. Then don't compare yourself to anyone. Although we are all equal and we are all human beings, we are super different. That is the most amazing thing. We are equal and different at the same time. We are both at the same time. And we have some life conditioners, some life conditions that, happen to us. And that condition our lives and makes us, choose some, choose some, do some things, and, take some decisions or choices that other people do differently, because our life is still, although we are equal and different, our lives are different. So we have some life conditioners that makes us be this way, and that makes the other person be that way that the other person is. So you can never compare yourself to anyone, because although we are all equal, we are different in so many ways. So yeah, don't compare yourself to anyone, because you don't literally have to. Other thing that it's another tip. It's more like thought that I need you to think, so you can start believing in this thing of self-confidence. Life is not a competition, so you don't have to compete with anyone. I used to, about grades in school. I used a lot. Don't compete with anyone, because life is not about competition, or seeing if anyone is superior or inferior to anyone, because anyone is that no one is superior or inferior to anyone. We are all equals, okay? We are in that same line. Nobody is here or here. So yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. And so just live your life the way you want, and don't try to like turn your life into a competition, because you are just here to live your life, enjoy your life, and remember, you only have this opportunity to live. So try to enjoy it as much as you can, and have fun, and don't care about what others think, because what others think shouldn't matter, because I think the only thoughts that matter should be your thoughts. Your thoughts matter a lot. but your friends thought, I mean your family thoughts, it depends a lot, but like your thoughts are the ones that like matter the most. At least they should matter the most to yourself. So don't care what others think, because again, they are not magical creatures, super powerful creatures, or superheroes. So why do you give so much importance to those people? You have to think about this. If they are if we are all equal, why do I give so much importance to them? And other, this is like other tip, it can be another tip. You are in control of who you let ruin your self-confidence. Sometimes people have a lack of self-confidence because they heard like bad things, bad comments about them, and you are in a position where you are super powerful. Why? Because you decide who you let ruin your life and your self-confidence, and who you let like say bad things to you, and you choose what is your reaction and how do you react to those comments and those things that people sometimes say that can be very rude and bad. But you choose how reaction is. You can just be sad and cry because of that, or you can, which is super good. It's just okay, that is their opinions, but I have my own opinion and it matters the most to me, so I don't really care. You have to be like this. Then let's go for another tip. Sometimes people feel not confident because they don't think they have done like good things in this world, or like have achieved victories or success. So what I would advise you to do in this case is you can make a goals list. You can make a goals list where you write approachable and possible goals that you can actually turn into real life. Because sometimes people are too harsh on themselves, and for this tip you absolutely need to know your limits. You have to slowly start writing little goals. You have to put themselves, it's super good to get out of your comfort zone, it's a super good thing, but in this case of gaining self-confidence and realizing about your victories, you have to put like small goals that you can know and have sure that you are sure that you can turn into reality, that you can turn possible, that you can actually accomplish those goals. So yeah, don't be harsh on yourself. Don't Yeah, just respect your limits and respect yourself and your body and your mind. So yeah. Then these that tip has a lot to deal with, like being proud of yourself. Some people are definitely not proud of themselves for like many reasons, but maybe you should start being proud of yourself because it's a really cool thing. And not only like great victories and sorry Ugh. Not only about like great victories and big victories, you can be really proud of yourself because today you helped someone, because today you said good morning to that person that is always like alone, and you made that person's day better. you know they don't have to be You don't have to be proud of yourself because of great, good, big things. You can be proud of yourself because of those little things that sometimes are super more important than the big ones. Sometimes these little things are so much important than the big things that. um then another tip. Oh, this one really worked for me. You just have to like look in the mirror and like say to yourself like, oh, I'm beautiful today. Like you can say another things. My mom is there. Mom, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Come here.
No, no, no,
Come
no.
here,
No.
please.
No,
Mommy.
no, this time.
Mommy, please. You are beautiful today. Mommy, please. See? She smiled. Come here, please. Come here. Come on. People want to see you.
Hi everyone. Hi. I hope you enjoy
What were you doing?
the YouTube channel
They are
Carol's
definitely,
Studies.
they are definitely enjoying my
I wish all of you a happy new year.
Oh, you can definitely talk in English. I'm shocked. What were you doing? No, já não consegue atingir esse nível. She can't get that level of English, sorry. But like I was saying, like just look in the mirror and say like, oh, I'm beautiful today. You can like say, today I'm going to be super successful. Today I'm going to make this day a great one. Today I'm going to be super productive. You can say whatever you want. And this technique, it's like a trick that you can use, and if you use this trick a lot of times, you can actually start believing those things that you say. This really worked for me. This still works for me. Why? Because sometimes I feel crappy about myself, because we all feel crappy about ourselves sometimes. When I fail a test, when I don't feel so good, when I feel like, oh, today I'm really ugly, like I just go in the mirror, oh, I look so beautiful today. Even if you don't believe it, say it with conviction, say it like you truly believe it, and then you will gradually start believing those things. But you have to do that a lot of times, and like every day before you leave your house, say something like, oh, you have such a great smile, like things like that, like this, like compliment yourself, because it really works, and it's amazing how you like, I don't know, how you like start believing those things you say in front of a mirror, like. And the another tip is compliment other people as well. Why? Just going to give you an example. So I see a girl, for example, passing through me on the streets, and I look at her and she has this big nose, and I'm like, I hate her because she has a big nose. Or okay, it could be, oh, I hate her because she has a really small nose. Or I don't know, I hate her because her nose is, I don't know, something like a nose, because we are going to use the nose in here. What does this mean? It means that I have a lot of I feel super insecure with my nose. So when someone like talks bad about a specific area of someone, it means that they are super insecure with that area on them, like for example, if I criticize that nose, that girl's nose, it means that I super insecure with my nose. This is like controversial, but it's actually really like true. And yeah, so if you start complimenting other people, like, oh, you look really cute today, oh, I love your outfit, oh, like your hair is so amazing, you can, if you say these things to other people, they will look at you like you are actually super self-confident. Why? Because self-confident people don't need recognition from others, and self-confident people like to compliment others because they don't need others to compliment them. Do you get the idea? I'm going to give you an example that is really important to me, because a lot of people do this and I absolutely hate this. So sometimes some people in my class, I'm not saying that are people in my class that do this, but that has happened. Okay, people in my class are going to watch this. Probably some of them, others don't. But others won't. Sorry. But not saying that this happens in my class, or I'm criticizing anyone in my class. Definitely not. But this has happened not in the class that I am right now, but like in previous classes. So someone would get a decent grade. It didn't actually need to be a high grade. Someone like get this like decent grade, and they would like they will like share their grade with everyone, like with everyone. They shouted, they're like, oh, I got this grade. Oh, let's imagine, oh, I got 15. Oh, I got 15. Oh my god, did you know I got 15? And they just like spread that news for like through everyone. Basically everyone starts knowing their grade. What does this mean? This means that that person has lack of recognition and consequently lack of self-confidence, because when you have lack of self-confidence, you actually need recognition from others, and if you don't have recognition from others, you start feeling sad because you need recognition from others. It's like a symptom of lack of self-confidence. Confident people don't need to spread their victories with everyone because they feel good and they are good with them being the only person who knows their victories, you know? Did you get the idea? I'm super bad at explaining things in Portuguese and in English as well. I'm so sorry. Like, you can do this, but be careful with this, but because it actually shows that you are super insecure and you have a big lack of self-confidence. And I'm always paying attention to these little details that show me if a person has self-confidence or not, and it doesn't. In this case, they don't. And it tells me a lot about the person, and I'm super like always paying attention to this one detail. And yeah, it's my dog. Kira, can you please shut up? Thank you, love you. Then another I don't know if I for the image insecurities, so others don't really care about your flaws, you know you have flaws and you care about your flaws because sometimes you spend too much time looking at your body and trying to find the flaws. But other people, strangers, your friends, your family, they are not looking at you just to find flaws. They do not spend a lot of time looking at you just to find flaws. They will look at you to find good points, not flaws. Definitely not flaws. Because, okay, some people look at other people because they want to find flaws, but those people are just crap. Sorry, but they are just crap. The pure reality of things, they are just crap. But for example, when I look at a person, I'm not looking at that person because I want to find I'm just going to look for a long time because I just want to find flaws in that person. No, I look at the person because I'm trying to find good points in that person. I don't think, at least this is my point of view, and I truly like this point of view of mine. Because when I'm looking at a person, I'm not trying to find flaws, because why would I try to find flaws? And I truly think that strangers don't actually are looking for flaws in you. They are looking at good points, I think. At least this is my point of view. I don't know if this is true, but this is my point of view. If you have this point of view, it will actually help. Even if it isn't true, it will actually help you to realize that other opinions don't really matter, because if they do, they shouldn't. So yeah. And I don't know any more tips on how to be more self-confident. It's really good to get out of your comfort zone. So if you feel prepared to get out of your comfort zone, just get out of your comfort zone. If you don't feel prepared to get out of your comfort zone, get out of your comfort zone, because you will never feel prepared or ready to get out of your comfort zone. So try to get out of your comfort zone. Try to wear that dress that you didn't have the confidence to wear because you look too fat in it. Try to I don't know, let me think. I don't know, just things like this. Try to get out of your comfort zone just a little bit, because you can have really good adventures and really good experiences from those getting out of your comfort zone situations. So just try. I know it's super scary to get out of your comfort zone, um, but it's a thing I'm still working on. That's why I'm like kind of hesitating and on this. I got to tell you another really important thing that I just like couldn't like end the video without saying, that I completely forgot to say. But that is so important that like I'm filming this, so just to let you know this, because I want you to really think about this. You are going to spend the rest of your life, may it be long or short, hopefully long, but you are going to spend the rest of your life with your body and with your mind, the body and mind that you have right now in this moment. So try to appreciate it a little bit more, because all of the years that are to come are going to be spent with that body and with that mind. And you can try to change your body and your mind, there's nothing wrong with it, but just try to love yourself a little bit more and try to take good care of you, because that body and that mind is what makes you different from everyone. And being different is actually really, really cool. Really, it makes you super unique and super special. So always remember to like love what makes you different from everyone, and take good care of your body and mind, because they are yours. So yeah, that was just it. For this video, I didn't wrote anything, so I was just improvising, just talking from my personal experience, from some of the research that I did, and that I still remembered some stuff. And yeah, I really hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end, or at least if you watched like 3 minutes of it, I'm super happy. If I helped someone today building their self-confidence, and if I gave them like truly interesting and true tips, so they can like include in their daily routine, I'm super happy as well. But especially if I helped someone, I hope so. And yeah, I really hope you liked this video, and yeah, bye, see you next video.